Welcome to the Steve Eisenman Arena at the Nepean Sportsplex. Today's matchup features the Central York Panthers visiting the home team Nepean Wildcats. This is a battle between number 2 in the standings, the Wildcats, and number 6, Central York Panthers. Should be a good game. Last time these two teams played back in November, the Wildcats came out on top 6-4. Wildcats' last game was an exhibition game on Tuesday where they fell 3-1 to Bourget College. Central York played last night against the Ottawa 67s, and they were victorious 1-0. Out of the lineup today for the Wildcats, no Jordan Mulvihill and no Sarah Yildir. Lila Sargent backing up goaltender Dom Ryu for Nepean. Wildcats control the face-off right off the bat. Samiga throws one towards the net, turned away by the Panthers. Carly O'Connor in on the forecheck. Samiga with it, sends it across towards Gibbs. Back to Samiga, she backhands it behind the net. Brianna Bray goes in after it along the boards. Bray towards O'Connor, finds it in her feet. Taken by the Panthers the other way. Jones with it now for the Wildcats. Flips it forward, hits the Panthers in the face. Gibbs now gets it back. Jones battling along the boards. Longo there to help. Ahead to Connor. Now to Houston. He sends it deep. Panthers play it out. Donaldson picks it up. Sends it cross corner. McKinnon goes after it and plays along the boards. Longo now with it. Backhands it to Houston. Gets past her behind the net. Central York play it along the boards. Longo there. Houston on the forecheck for Nepean. Now Longo as the Panthers try to get out of their zone. Race for icing. Waved off. Central York plays it back to the blue line. One-timer hits a body. And Houston knocks it forward. She'll go for a change. Fresh legs coming out for Nepean now. Central York comes back into the zone. That shot towards the net, turned away by Ryu. Hollingsworth tries to get it to Gardner. Central York gains possession again. McMullen tries to keep it at the line. It trickles out. They send it back in after getting onside. Now Francis picks it up for Nepean and sends it behind the net of Central York. Francis in a deep pinch now. Back to Hollingsworth behind the net. He cycles it around the boards. Jones picks it up along the boards. She's got McMullen with her. Central York coming out the other way now. Gibbs, one-on-one. That shot gets through to Ryu. She sends it into the corner. Gibbs now over to Jones. Jones stops up. Long pass up to the middle. Tries to get to Samiga. Gets through. And Central York now gathers it behind their net. Chip pass, gets past Donaldson. Icing waved off. Gibbs goes back for it. Ryu stops it up. Makes the pass to Donaldson. Bella Donaldson. Central York getting possession now. Samiga playing up along the boards. Central York gets it up to the blue line. Minor for Central York gets a shot. Turned away by Ryu. Central York controls the rebound as Bray picks it up in the corner for Nepean. Her pass to O'Connor gets picked off and Central York sends it back into the zone. Bella Donaldson with it now. Plays it off the boards. Houston picks it up. She chips it ahead to McKinnon. Central York stops it up at the blue line though. And Bella Donaldson gets the puck back. Off the boards to Houston. Houston backhands it deep into the zone. McKinnon goes after it for the Wildcats. Helped out by Longo. Houston chips it forward. Longo keeps after it. Houston now battling again along the boards with help from Longo. Cody over to Central York as they get it out of the zone. Morgan Donaldson on D for the Wildcats here. Longo picks up the loose puck, sends it ahead to McKinnon. McKinnon gets it across center and flips it into the zone and goes for a change. Long pass gets through for Central York. Donaldson there though. Morgan Donaldson breaks it up. Now we have our first whistle. 4.5 minutes into this game. Shot count 4-1 in favor of Central York so far. Face off won by Nepean. Donaldson plays it behind the boards to Hollingsworth. Her pass is stolen by the Central York. McMullen now along the boards. Loses it to Central York. Maybe fan on a shot. Martone keeps it. Knocked away by Hollingsworth. McMullen picks up the loose puck. Works it back to Morgan Donaldson. She backhands it across ice to Jones. Jones now skates forward with it. He's got some room, gets it across center and then across the blue line, tries to drop it to McMullen. It's taken by Central York, going the other way. Van Berkel now in one-on-one against Gibbs. Gibbs blocks that shot. And Bray picks up the puck in the corner. Bray ahead to O'Connor. Off her stick, taken by Central York now. In tight. Rebound shot over the crossbar. Central York, a couple good chances there. Got towards the net, deflects. Ryu gets a pad on it and the puck stuck in the crease for a second before getting cleared out by the Wildcats. Bella Donaldson now towards O'Connor, goes over her stick though. Icing will be the call. Central York with the best chances so far in this game. 14:08 to go in the first period. Shot count 6-1 in favor of the Panthers. Central York wins the faceoff. They send it behind the net. Kate Biel picks it up for Nepean. Bounces over a stick though. Central York gets a piece of it. O'Connor deflects it down the ice. And they do call that icing. Face-off one by Nepean. Sneega plays it back to Biel. Biel ahead to Bray. Bray sends it forward. Icing waved off. Central York comes back the other way. Short cheats it deep into the corner. Houston goes after it for Nepean. She plays it off the boards ahead towards Bella Donaldson. Gets past her. McKinnon chips her out of the zone. McKinnon knocks that puck loose. Houston picks it up. Taken back by Central York. Strike one comes the other way. Sends it in the corner. VL will pick up the loose puck now. Long pass out of reach of McKinnon. McKinnon's going to get there first to avoid the icing. She centers it. Longo gets a shot on net. Houston with the rebound. A couple saves made by the Panthers goaltender. McKinnon now with the puck behind the net. Works it back to the point. To Morgan Donaldson over to Francis. Francis sends it on net. Blockered away by the goaltender. McMullen picks up the rebound. Back to Morgan. Back to McMullen. McMullen hits Rio Francis. Her backhand shot is picked up by the Panthers. So we've got a penalty coming to the Panthers here. Cross-checking. 2 minutes. Number 22, Johnson, going to the box. So, first power play of the game will be for the Wildcats. Samiga taking the face-off for Nepean. Nepean able to get, Panthers able to get hold of the puck and send it down the ice. VL playing forechecker. Samiga picks up the loose puck, skates it forward and into the zone. Stops up at the ringette line. Skates towards the middle with it. Has it knocked away. VL able to keep it in at the blue line. Now Samiga down to O'Connor. Back to Samiga. Her shot off. Might have hit the body in front. I think it hit Longo in front. And Central York able to control the rebound and get it out of the zone. VL goes back for it. Stopped up by Ryu. She's got Houston and Jones on her flank. Jones now back across to Houston. Houston skates it in. Can't get a hold of that puck, but McMullen able to pick it up. Sends it towards the front. Houston gets a hold of it. She plays it to Hollingsworth. Hollingsworth to McKinnon. Back to Hollingsworth. Hollingsworth fans on that one. Gets it back though. McKinnon gets a shot. Turned away by Central York goaltender. Morgan Donaldson with it behind the net now. Her pass across to Houston. Houston gets it across center and sends it deep along the boards. No one there for Nepean though to stop it up on the other side. Central York comes back the other way 20 seconds ago in this power play. Morgan picks up that pass. Spins around, gets some space. 10 seconds to go. Bella Donaldson. Ahead to Samiga, back to Bella. Ahead to Bray. She's stopped up. Central York sends it the length of the ice. No icing. Rio Francis now. Playing it off the boards. Loose puck comes out. Central York in front. Backhanded into the corner. Rio Francis back to Samiga. Samiga to Donaldson. Donaldson long pass attempt. Hits a Panthers skate as Bray tries to get after it. Bray back to O'Connor. They battle for it along the boards. Donaldson keeps it in, flips it into the corner as the Wildcats go for a change. Longo, the sole forechecker for the Wildcats. Central York comes out with it. Houston picks up the loose puck. Takes a shot. Pad save by the Panthers. Jones keeps it into the blue line now. Central York able to knock it back the other way. 2-on-1, gives back to defend for the Wildcats. Nice pass. Shot save made by Ryu as the puck goes over the net. Loose puck out front. Chipped out of harm's way by Houston. Longo now picks it up. Over to McKinnon. McKinnon 1-on-2. Got Gibbs trailing. McKinnon gets in tight. Save made by the Panthers goalie. McMullen now keeps it at the blue line. She gets knocked down the boards. And we got a call there. body checking as McMullen got knocked down with the puck. 9:16 to go in this opening period. Second power play of the game coming up for Nepean here. We'll see if they can take advantage this time. Shot count a little closer now, 8-7 in favor of Central York. Connor taking the face-off for Nepean. Smiga battles for it. Biel tries to keep it in. Gets knocked away. And we got a penalty coming up to Nepean now. KPL going to the box for interference. So 10 seconds taken off the power play. Well, 4-on-4 for the next minute and 50. With a shot for Central York. Ryu able to make the save and cover it up for a face-off. Face-off won by Nepean. O'Connor chips it off the boards to herself. Can't quite keep a hold of it as Central York comes back the other way. Van Berkel's shot turned away by Ryu. Had to flex over the glass for a face-off. Face-off controlled by Central York. Rio gets a paddle on that, sends it in the corner where Bella Donaldson battles for it. Rio Francis now backhands it along the board. Donaldson goes after it. She's got O'Connor with her. O'Connor comes and pulls it out. Gets it to Francis. Bounces off the back of the net. Now O'Connor gains control and will skate away with it. She gets it ahead to Maggie Houston. Goes 1-on-4 here. She'll stop up, wait for some teammates. Bouncing puck bounce, gets over McKinnon's stick. And Morgan Donaldson picks it up in her own zone. Her pass off the boards ends up on Houston's stick. Jones now chips it into the zone and goes after it. McKinnon now on the forecheck. Central York breaks out. Still 35 seconds left on 4-on-4 time, after which Central York will have 10 seconds of power play. Houston stopping up Central York player behind the net. They get it out to the blue line though. Shot towards the net, turned away by Ryu. In tight, Ryu makes another save. Jones picks up the rebound. Sends it off the glass towards Houston. Loose puck picked up by McKinnon now. She'll circle back, maintain possession, give it. She hits Hollingsworth now. Her shot on target, swallowed by the Central York goalie for no rebound. A face-off in the Central York zone with 9 seconds now on the Central York power play. After which KPL will exit the box. Central York finally gains control, and we're back to even strength. Gibbs plays it up along the boards ahead to Gardner. Gardner cross ice to Hollingsworth. Central York gets out of the zone. McMullen picks it up. She gets it back into the Central York zone. Loses it. And Central York comes back the other way now. Behind the net. Chased by Bella Donaldson. That pass knocked away by McMullen. Near the corner now, Francis defending. Central York cycles it. Greifun in the corner with it, sends it along the boards, over to Van Berkel. She cuts towards the middle, loses the handle. McMullen skates away with it, cross center. She stopped up at the blue line. She got Francis with her. She gets it across to Francis. Her shot. Save made. Rebound collected by Panthers. They'll get it out of the zone, but Francis will knock it down and send it deep in the corner. O'Connor going after it for Nepean. Pass off the boards. Hits through. Loose puck picked up by O'Connor. He's got some speed. Loses the puck in the snow at the boards. And Central York comes back the other way with it. VL now. There's the puck. Across to Jones. VL ahead to Smiga. Smiga's pass goes off a skate. Houston recovers it. Gets it ahead to McKinnon. McKinnon centers it to Houston. He gets it behind the net now. McKinnon plays it. McKinnon out to VL. VL's got space. First shot hits a body in front. McKinnon goes after it. Plays along the boards. Houston now in the corner going after it. Loose puck comes out to McKinnon. Lee McKinnon circles in the corner. Sends it across ice. Jones just a little late there. Kept in by VL. Wildcats go for a change as Longo goes in on the forecheck. Play keeps the puck in his zone. Hollingsworth's with her now. Hollingsworth over to Longo. Longo out to Gibbs. Gibbs walks in. Her shot on target. No rebound. Face off in the Central York zone. 4:26 to go. And this opening period, still no score. Shot count 12-10 in favor of the Panthers. Face off won by the Panthers. They played along the boards. Donaldson keeps it in on the pinch. McMullen goes in after it on the boards, helped by Gardner. McMullen comes away with it. Hollingsworth in. Central York plays along the boards. Long pass gets across center ice to Levington. She stops up at the ringette line. Cycles it behind the net. Where Gibbs defends. And Bella Donaldson picks it up, gets it to Hollingsworth. She makes the move and gets free across the blue line, across center. Flips it into the Central York zone. They knock it down with a glove and regain possession. Off the skate, Francis picks it up. She backhands it off the boards, or Bray goes after it. Bray gets hauled down. We're going to get a penalty there. Maybe a holding. And Wildcats will have their third power play. Although the second power play only lasted for 10 seconds. This time they will try to make more out of it, I'm sure. Panthers got 5 players on the ice right now, so someone's got to come off. The captain was chatting with the referees. I think they're debating whether or not she has to be the one to come off or someone else has to come off. And got it figured out now. Elliot Spencer complaining, saying that the this face-off player for Central York should have been kicked out because of the illegal change. Jones across to Smiga. Smiga, one-timer to Longo, rebound. O'Connor, great save made by the Central York goalie. Good puck movement there by the Wildcats. Not quite enough to beat the Central York goaltender though. O'Connor at the dot for the Wildcats. Loose puck in at the referee's skates. Connor. Panthers able to get it out of the zone. Jones tries to knock it down. Viel with it now behind the net. She'll skate out to her left. Ahead to Samiga. Samiga cross center. She'll stop up past the ring line. Back. And sends it back to Longo. Longo now. Her pass gets all the way out to Viel. Viel to Samiga. Samiga along the boards O'Connor. He plays it back towards Samiga. Samiga chips it. O'Connor now picks up behind the net. Central York tries to poke it loose. Longo goes and grabs it. Longo skates along the boards with it now. Sends it down to Jones. Jones behind the net. It's held up. Samiga picks it up. Loose puck now picked up by O'Connor. O'Connor out to Viel. Viel's shot gets in and it's scored. I don't think the goalie saw that one. Kate Viel opens the scoring for the Wildcats. Power play goal. Make it 1-0 Nepean. With a good chance there. Ryu gets the pad out to make the save. Bella Donaldson now with the puck. Flips it out of the zone. Gets over Bray's stick and back into Panthers possession. McMullen picks it up, makes a move, gets taken out. No call there. As the Panthers come back the other way. Shot blocked by Morgan Donaldson. She'll go after the puck in the corner. Backhands it to her sister Bella. Ahead to Hollingsworth. Hollingsworth now up to Samiga. She's got some space. She's in alone. Samiga's shot turned away by the Panthers goaltender. Central York comes back the other way. Loose puck played off the boards. Gibbs gets a hold of it. Skates it across center. Tries to get to Houston. Houston now gets the puck. He ships it into the corner and goes after it.
Assisted by number 22. And by number 11, Avery Jones. Nepean Goal, 26 in the first period.
Longo picks up the puck. Her shot hits the body. Rebound. Still loose. Houston now trying to knock it down. She gets it out to Gibbs. Gibbs across to Francis. Francis sends it towards the net. Gets deflected by Longo. Goalie's there to make the save though. 15 seconds to go in this period. Central York sure happy to just run out the clock here. They get it out of the zone. Gibbs knocks it down with her skate. 4 seconds left ahead to Longo. And that'll do it for this period. Final shot count after one. Wildcats 14, Panthers 12. 1-0 for the Wildcats. We'll be back in about 12 minutes after the flood. Welcome back to the Steve Eiserman Arena here at the Nepean Sportsplex. Second period underway. Wildcats with a 1-0 lead off of KPL's power play goal. Jones plays it over to Gibbs. Gibbs skates it across center and flips it towards the net. Send him to the corner. Samiga goes after it for the Wildcats. And Bray also there battling for it. Central York gets it out of the zone now. Van Berkel skates across with it. Makes a move. Backhands it towards center. Ryu had to turn away that shot. Now Gibbs with the loose puck. Oh, shot just wide from Van Berkel. Jones now stops up with it in the corner. Cycles it back towards Bray. Bray chips it ahead. Gibbs picks it up off the boards. She flips it forwards now towards Longo. Central York regaining possession. Kinnan unable to pick up that puck. Central York centers it. They pick up the loose puck now. Shot hits a body in front. Gibbs moves the block. Longo picks up the rebound. Plays it ahead to Houston off the boards. Houston now just sends it in deep. Central York goalie plays it. Sops it up. McKinnon picks it up for Nepean. Centers it. That pass knocked away by Central York. Houston almost had a good chance there. Houston knocking that puck loose, now getting out of the zone, chasing after it. Sends it across, just out of reach of McKinnon. Good play off the boards though. Stops up in the corner. McKinnon tries to get it out. Her pass deflects off the boards. Riel picks it up now. She'll stop up and maintain possession. Gets it over to Bella Donaldson. Donaldson ahead. Across the blue line. Skates it in behind the Central York net. Takes a look, centers it, hits a stick, and stays loose in the crease. Central York able to get it out of trouble. They try to chip it out, kept in by Viel on the boards. Chips it ahead to Hollingsworth. Hollingsworth plays it behind the net. Gardner will pick that puck up. Gardner cuts towards the middle. We've got a penalty here. 8 Viel for hooking, I think. Central York will go back to the power play. Face off won by Nepean. Morgan Donaldson plays it across the boards, taken by Central York. Van Berkel with it, centers it. McKinnon gets a piece of that pass and deflects it into the corner. Central York behind the net now. Out to the boards. Park with the puck along the boards, being played by Morgan Donaldson. They get it out to the blue line. Van Berkel makes a move, cuts in, sends one across, hits off his skate, goes wide. Back out to Pack. Pack now skates into towards the corner, backhands it out to the blue line, kept in by Cody. Nice one-timer there. Hits the backdoor pass, and not much Ryu could have done about that. We're all tied up. Couple power play goals each. With the face-off. Jones picks it up for Nepean. Their pass across to O'Connor. Taken by Central York and sent back in the zone. Gibbs now tries to get that head to Bray. Bray chipped it forward. Samiga picks it up. Tries to get it back to Gibbs. Connor goes after it. Behind the net now. Central York trying to get rid of it. Kept in by Bray. Finally taken out by Central York. Jones stops that up. Central York offside. We'll have a face-off in the neutral zone. Bella Donaldson sauces one towards Gardner. Tries to knock it down. Johnson takes it for Central York. McMullen picks off that shot pass. Her shot gloved down by the Panthers goalie. Loose puck. Yells, comes into it. Her shot gets blocked on the way to the net. Central York gets it out. Martone now. In against Bella Donaldson. Her shot goes over the net. Off the glass. Gardner now with it. Tries to backhand it towards Hollingsworth. Puck bounces around. Central York finally gets it back into the zone, but they're offside. Biel picks it up now. Biel spins to create some space off the boards. Takes a funny bounce out of the reach of Hollingsworth. Goes the length of the ice. And that will be nice and waved off. Central York now. Sends it up the middle of the pack. Back over to Van Berkel. Back towards the pack. It's behind her. Gardner picks it up. Her pass. It's past McKinnon. And Central York comes the other way with it. Johnson now whiffs on that shot. This puck goes wide. Bella Donaldson now. Is behind the net. Gets it over to Longo. Her pass. Flips over McKinnon's stick. Longo blocks that shot now and chases after it. She's going to get there first. Longo tries the backhand to Houston. One-timer on net. Covered up by the Panthers goalie. Nice effort by Alessia Longo there with the block shot. Getting to the puck first. Delivering a nice pass to Houston. Into the corner. Panthers control the face-off. McKinnon picks it off though. Now Francis sends it towards Longo. Behind the net. Panthers will grab this puck. Get it out of the zone. Goes off McKinnon's skates. Picked off behind the Panthers D. And they'll send it in deep. Ryu stops it up behind her net. Leaves it for Morgan Donaldson. Over to Houston. Houston off the boards. Picked up by Longo. Longo skated across center. Blue line. Her shot. Blocked by the Panthers. Longo on the boards now. Still battling for it. Gets it back. Over to Houston. Panthers try to get it out. Gets past Francis. Got a 2-on-1 now. Morgan Donaldson back for the Wildcats. Lazarou with a shot. Pad save made by Ryu, and the rebound also saved by a sprawling Ryu. Donaldson gets it out of the zone, picked up by Cody, and the Panthers come back the other way. Cody in tight now. Her shot stopped by Ryu. No rebound this time. 13:22 to go in the second period. Panthers into the corner. Pass deflected by Samiga. Panthers get it back though. Gibbs now battling along the boards. Loose puck comes out to Martone. Shapira now with it. Cody coming in along the boards for the Panthers. Cuts towards the middle. Sends it back out to the blue line. That shot gets blocked by the Wildcats. Panthers get it back. Puck goes through the crease. Jones gets it out. Just out of reach of Bray. Panthers are offside though. Jones picks it up now. Jones ahead to O'Connor. O'Connor across center and into Panthers zone, drops it off to Bray. Her shot goes high over the net. Panthers come back the other way with it. BL goes after in the corner for the Wildcats. Nice nifty move by McMullen there to get through 2 Panthers. Oh, her pass gets to Hollingsworth. Hollingsworth tries to go back there. It's just a bit behind McMullen. BL picks it up, has it taken away, stolen by the Panthers. Panthers send it into the corner. Bella Donaldson goes after it. He flips it out of the zone. It bounces past a couple Panthers, but they get it back now. Come back in the zone. And Merkel back up to the blue line. Paisley with it for the Panthers. They regain possession, get it out to the blue line. Frasca sends it in. Paisley gets it back now. Her pass, one-timer to Van Berkel. Ryu there to make the save. McMullen now gets knocked down. They got a penalty coming. Molly McMullen drawing another penalty. Annabella Van Berkel going to the box for the Panthers. Power play for the Wildcats. Pass control, face off. Donaldson loses the puck to the blue line. Oh, we got another whistle. Donaldson going to the box for tripping. That's another short-lived power play for the Wildcats. We'll have 4-on-4 for a minute 51 now. Young gets it off. Houston stick. She gets down first after it. Wave off the icing. Loose puck picked up by Vielle. Back to Jones. Jones now skates out of her zone with it. Ahead to Houston. Picked up by Paisley. Vielle chases after her. Paisley now in. Sopped up by Vielle. McKinnon ahead to Houston. Houston over to Vielle. Vielle into the zone. Stops up. Her pass to Houston goes through her skates. Martone will pick it up for the Panthers now. 2-on-1. Francis back to defend. Martone's shot. Saved by Ryu. No rebound. Gibbs with the puck for the Wildcats. Plays it off the boards. It gets out of the zone. Cody sends it back in. Gibbs now playing it forward. Longo goes after it. Panthers played off the boards. Gibbs picks it up. Gets it over to Francis. Rio Francis back to Gibbs. Gibbs ahead. Her pass picked off. The Panthers lose the handle. Francis going to get a penalty here on the centering pass, a holding. We're going to have 4-on-3 for 34 seconds here. Usually 5-on-3 for a few seconds, so power play here for the Panthers. Panthers controlling the puck around the outside. Shot, glove down by Ryu. 14 seconds to go in the Van Berkel penalty. At which point it will become a 5-on-3 for 9 seconds until Morgan Donaldson comes out of the box. Bella Donaldson going after that pass. Panthers pick it up though. Out to Deckers at the blue line. Deckers. Oh, shot deflects off the post for Panthers. Good chance there. Now it's 5-on-3 for 5 more seconds. Deckers with the puck. Out to the blue line. And that shot, another deflection off the post. Rebound, stopped up by Ryu and covered up. 2 very close calls for the Wildcats there on deflected shots towards the net. 1 crossbar, 1 post. Now a 5-on-4 for the next minute and 15. Panthers get the puck, but send it out of the zone. Hollingsworth in on the forecheck here. Wildcats set up in their 1-1-2. McMullen goes after puck handler. That shot deflected, turned away by Ryu. Cross ice, Van Berkel with it for the Panthers. Centering pass, saved by Ryu. Covered up, good chance, another good chance for the Panthers there. Longo taking the face-off for the Wildcats. She wins it back. Donaldson plays it along the boards to VL. Kept in by the Panthers. Paisley sends it behind the net. Bella Donaldson gets it out of the zone. Panthers now regrouping. McKinnon on the forecheck there. Lazarou comes into the zone for the Panthers. McKinnon trying to knock that puck loose. Lazarou to Deckers. Deckers shot on net. Rebound comes out, controlled by McKinnon. She gets it out of the zone, and we're back to even strength now. Longo in on the forecheck. Panthers coming back to the wave. Paisley with it. Skates it out of the zone. Has it knocked away by Houston, but they get it back. Lazarou now. Morgan Donaldson going in along the boards for the Wildcats. Longo picks it up now, sends it ahead towards O'Connor. It's kept in by the Panthers. Longo gets hauled down. No call there. Puck comes out of the zone. Panthers get back onside and flip it in behind the net. Ryu drops it for Morgan Donaldson. She sends it up along the boards. It hits off of Houston's shoulder and out of the zone. Donaldson backhands it back into the zone. Panthers get it back. Send it over to Streifen. We got a whistle here. Penalty to Panthers. Interference against number 87. That's Nebraska going to the box. Wildcats on the power play now. Shot count 22-16 in favor of Panthers. Wildcats only had 1 shot so far. There's 1 or 2 shots, maybe 2 shots so far this period. To the Panthers 10. Face off won by Nepean. VL at the puck. Over to Samiga. Samiga tries to get to O'Connor, picked off by Cody. Kept in by VL. He sends it all on the boards. Longo goes after it. Helped out by O'Connor. Also Samiga. Panthers just trying to pin the puck. Kill time here. Puck finally comes loose, but Panthers able to pin it again. Samiga finally gets it out. has some space here. Cycles it back towards O'Connor. O'Connor plays along the boards. Back out to Samiga. Back to O'Connor. O'Connor tries to get it to Jones. Turned away by the Panthers. Yell keeps it in and sends it behind the net to O'Connor. O'Connor over to Samiga. Samiga to Yell. Yell shot. Glove down by the Panthers goalie. 51 seconds ago in the power play. Faceoff comes out of the Panthers zone. McKinnon picks it up and skates it back in. 3-on-2 here. McMullen shot. Oh, just misses wide. Panthers try to clear it out. Kept in by Donaldson. Now the puck does come out. McKinnon picks it up. McKinnon skates it into the zone. Donaldson helps out now along the boards with Hollingsworth. Ellie Hollingsworth tries to get it to McMullen. Picked up by Panthers in the corner. McKinnon, though, with it in tight. Spins around, gets it out to Morgan Donaldson. Back to McKinnon. She sends it cross ice to Houston. Houston spins at the boards. It's knocked down. Kept in by Donaldson. No call there. Houston gets it back. Back to even strength. McMullen with the puck behind the net. Comes in tight. Oh, her pass goes through the crease. And now it's a one-on-one for the Panthers. That shot stopped by Ryu. Rebound controlled by Nepean now. Houston with it. Pins along the boards. Has it taken away by Central York. Donaldson picks off that centering pass. And takes a loose puck and sends it across ice where Samiga will grab it. Panthers come away with it. Centering pass taken by Samiga and cleared out of harm's way. O'Connor tries to knock down the bouncing puck, gets it out of the zone and gets it deep into the Central York. O'Connor still on the forecheck as Central York lays it out. In their zone, Bella Donaldson now chips it ahead towards O'Connor. Central York gets it back. Samiga trying to get a piece of that puck. Central York sends it in behind the Nepean net. Bella Donaldson over to O'Connor. Over to Francis. Back into the Nepean zone. Francis with it behind her net. Across to Bray. Bray gets it out of the zone. That's going to be icing. 3:23 to go in the second period. Central York wins the face-off. The blue line, Frasca lays it along the boards. Lazarou picks it up behind the net. She's met by Samiga and Donaldson. Wildcats able to free the puck. Francis over to McKinnon. McKinnon makes a move in her zone and skates it into the Panther zone. McKinnon gets totally hauled out. Spun around. That'll be a interference, holding. So Wildcats back to the power play here. 3 minutes to go in the second period. McKinnon to Hollingsworth. Hollingsworth back towards McKinnon. McKinnon in the corner now. Gets it to Hollingsworth. Back to McKinnon. Her shot goes wide. Houston chasing after it along the boards. Keeps it in. Skates towards the middle. Has it knocked away. Gets it back over to McKinnon. McKinnon down low to Hollingsworth. Hollingsworth tries to get it to McMullen. Can't quite connect on the one-timer. Morgan Donaldson keeps it in at the blue line. Back to Houston. Has it knocked away. And Central York sends it the length of the ice, where Ryu will stop it up behind her net.
Too much holding.
Donaldson now skating out with it. Ahead to Houston. Houston off the boards to Hollingsworth. She chases after it in the corner. McMullen there to help out. Tries to backhand it towards the middle. McKinnon across to Houston. Her shot gloved down by the Panthers goalie. Then 7 left in this power play. Panthers able to get the puck out of the zone. Yell battling along the boards. O'Connor helping her out. O'Connor gets it out to Jones. Jones behind the net now. Waiting for everybody to get into position. Over to Viel. Her pass off the boards. Viel gets it towards the middle. O'Connor picks it up. She gets it in deep and keeps after it. Longo now behind the net. Plays it off her skate. In the corner. Changes directions. Longo still with it. 20 seconds to go in the power play. O'Connor tries to come away with it. Samiga picks it up. Samiga out to Jones. Jones' shot. Turned away by the Panthers goalie in the corner. Connor now. Saucers it over to Viel. Viel's shot gets through. Save made by the Panthers goalie. 57 seconds to go. We're back to even strength. Panthers control the face-off. Get it out of the zone. Lazarou with it now. 3-on-2 for the Panthers here. Gibbs defending for the Wildcats. Ryu there to make the save on the cross-ice shot. Off the cross-ice pass. Shot blocked there. Panthers get the rebound. And long shot goes wide. Rebound behind the net now. McMullen goes after it for Nepean. Keeps it along the boards. As Francis goes and picks up the loose puck. 16 seconds to go. 3-on-2 here for Nepean. Over to Gardner. Gardner in tight. Can't get the shot off. Wipes out in the corner. Centers it though. Hollingsworth still battling for it. 5 seconds to go. Maybe we can get one more shot off. Francis sends it towards the net. Gets it left wide. And we are still tied 1-1 after 2. Shot count 24-20 in favor of the Panthers. We're back in 12 minutes after the flood. after 2 power play goals each. Wildcats scoring in the first. Panthers scoring in the second. Quick icing here. We'll get a face-off in the Panthers zone. Face-off controlled by the Panthers. Puck sticks to the ice. Samiga now battling for it. Bray picks it up. Sends it across towards Gibbs. Takes a funny bounce off the board. Gibbs keeps it in though. O'Connor now along in the corner. Centers it. Backhand shot by Bray. Gets deflected high over the net. Puck's still loose. Bray goes after it. She gets hauled down. No call. Maybe she tripped on something else. I don't know. Puck gets knocked away. Samiga trying to get after it. McKinnon comes in, can't get a hold of it, and Panthers come back the other way. Van Berkel now has it go off her stick. Jones plays her. Longo tries to get to McKinnon. Gets deflected, but she picks it back up. Gets in deep. Her shot on net. Goalie looks behind her. Wasn't quite sure, but she had it. Face-off goes into the Panthers' corner. They'll get it out of the zone. Bella Donaldson picks it up, sends it across to Kate Viel. Viel set a reach of Longo. No icing though. Longo goes in after it behind the board, behind the net. Central York plays it out. Donaldson now sends it in deep behind the Panthers' net once again. McKinnon in after it, gets a piece of it. Houston there now picks up the loose puck. She backhands it towards the front of the net, but it's knocked away by the Panthers. Longo tried the same thing. Same result as the Panthers knocked that pass away as well. Now, Lazarou comes away with it. She has the puck, loses it. Houston plays it ahead off the boards. Gets it out of the zone. Johnson for the Panthers skates it back in. In the corner, played by Donaldson. Johnson sends it back behind the net, out in front. Ryu makes a save with her helmet. Rebound cleared away by Nepean. McMullen now skates out with it. She gets it ahead to Hollingsworth. Hollingsworth's pass gets deflected into the Panther zone. They'll come back the other way. Hollingsworth gets a piece of that pass. Lewington still battles forward with it. Her shot blocked by Morgan Donaldson. Hollingsworth over to Gardner now. She's got McMullen with her, cutting towards the middle of the net. Gardner sends one on net. Was deflected wide. And the Panthers come back the other way. Hurt that pass, deflects off a Nepean stick on net. Ryu will cover it up for a face-off in the Nepean zone. Face-off won by Panthers. Miner sends it behind the net. Connor picks off that pass. Panthers keep it in though. Pack with it, centers it towards Van Berkel. She gets tied up and the puck goes in the corner. Jones has it knocked away. Gibbs gets it over to Samiga, to O'Connor, ahead to Bray. Bray in 1-on-3. Tries to get it to O'Connor. Kept in by Jones now. Jones flips it up behind the Panthers net. Panthers will play it. Fan on that. Passing attempt as Longo picks up the loose puck. Now Houston with it. Tries to center it to McKinnon. She misses wide. Good chance for the Wildcats there. Houston gets it back though. Has it knocked away. Houston now goes back the other way with it. Her shot a little high off the glass. On the boards now, McKinnon and Longo and Houston battle for it. Longo comes away with it. Over to Viel. Viel to Donaldson. Donaldson tries to get it to McKinnon. Goes off her stick and wide. Houston keeps it in along the boards. Longo Skates to the middle. Her shot goes wide. Donaldson now off the boards. Sends it towards the net. Hits a skate. Donaldson gets it back. She's in tight. Backhands it. Loose puck in front. Covered up by the Panthers goalie. We'll have a face-off. Panthers get it out of the zone. It's a one-on-one here. Lazarou against Viel. Lazarou fans on the shot. Viel goes in after the puck along the corner. Chips it ahead. McMullen drops it back to Viel. Viel plays it along the boards. For Hollingsworth to pick it up. Hollingsworth plays it back to Bella Donaldson. Viel to Donaldson. Donaldson off the glass and out. Panthers now. Back the other way. Viel picks up the loose puck. Gets it ahead to Gardner. Skates it into the zone. And the Panthers get it out. Rio Francis on the knee here against Paisley. Centering pass. Goes wide. On the shot by the Panthers into the corner. McMullen now. Up to the head to Hollingsworth. Hollingsworth tries to center it. Gets it towards Bray. Bray forechecks while the rest of the Wildcats go for a change. Johnson now coming the other way for the Panthers. Flips it in deep. Morgan Donaldson goes after it. Chips it ahead towards Samiga. Samiga up along the boards. Gets it to Bray. Bray tries to cut to the middle. Loses the puck as the Panthers come back the other way. Samiga playing that up along the board. Jones picks up the loose puck. Gets it in over the blue line. Flips it behind the net. Goes after it herself. Jones in the corner. Helped by O'Connor now. Panthers come away with it. Bray goes in after in the corner. Martone with it now for the Panthers. Flips it in on net. Reeves covers it up for a face-off in the Nepean zone. 13:45 to go. Third period. Shots 25-24 in favor of the Panthers. Face-off won by Nepean. Donaldson sends it off the glass, off the boards, ahead to McKinnon. McKinnon picks it up behind the goal line now. Battles with it, battles for it. She's helped out by Houston. Houston gets it over to McKinnon. McKinnon out to Viel, one-timer. Hits the Panther on the way to the net. The rebound comes out of the blue line where Bella Donaldson will pick it up and send it back into the corner. Viel pinches in at the blue line to keep that puck in, but the Panthers regain possession. Come back the other way. Miner in the zone with it. Houston picks it up behind the net. Tries to get it out, and she does. McKinnon, quick pass to Longo. Longo gets past two players for the Panthers, stops up while her teammates go for a change. Backhand pass goes off a Panther, or Morgan Donaldson. Sends it to Rio Francis. Sends it in deep. Gardner gets a piece of that. Hollingsworth gets knocked down. Panthers come back the other way. Francis stops the progression there as the puck battles for along the boards. Francis comes out with it. Donaldson tries to get it over to Hollingsworth, out of her reach. Johnson comes back the other way with it for the Panthers. Johnson behind the net. Cycles it to the corner. Francis knocks the puck loose. Hollingsworth picks it up. She makes a move and gets past one player. 2-on-2. She's got Morgan Donaldson with her. Oh, Hollingsworth's shot just goes wide. Bray keeps it in along the boards. Now Bray in after it. The Panthers play it behind the net. Touch pass. Picked off by Samiga. She gets it to Bray. Bray's shot blocks. Rebound. Another save made by Panthers goal. Panthers coming back the other way. They'll send it deep along the boards. Ryu stops it up. Sends it ahead. Panthers get a shot towards the net. It gets blocked. Another bouncing puck played by Samiga. Panthers regain possession at the blue line as it's chipped out of the zone. Now Samiga takes the puck away. Makes a move. Gets it to Gardner. Her shot. Save made. Or sorry, Gibbs. Good chance there. Nice cut from Gibbs to get to the net. The pass from Samiga. Good save made by the Panthers. Goalie. Jones with it now. Puts it ahead off the board. Tries to get to Longo. Jones gets it back. Gets it out of the zone. Panthers send it right back into the corner. Gibbs with it now. She tries to flip it out. Gloved down by the Panthers and sent behind the net. Gibbs now to McKinnon. McKinnon touch pass to Longo. Houston gets back onside. Longo skates it in. Longo now along the boards. Centers it towards McKinnon. It's knocked away. Houston back checks against Van Berkel. Van Berkel maintains possession though. Gets in tight. Her shot deflected on the way to the net. Covered up by Ryu. Just over 10 minutes to go in this final period. 1 goal apiece, 26 shots apiece. Face off on Nepean. Biel up ahead McMullen. McMullen cross ice over to Hollingsworth. She got Gardner with her and McMullen. Hollingsworth into the corner. Skates behind the net with it. Gets in front. Her shot bounces off the goalie. Lands just in front of the goal line. Cleared away by the Panthers defender. McMullen comes away with it. Tries to sneak a pass across the Gardner. Picked off by the Panthers. Francis with it now. Her shot deflects in deep. McMullen goes in after it. Morgan Donaldson across the boards. Gets it to McMullen. She'll send it in deep, go for a change. Panthers coming back the other way. Long pass goes off the stick into the corner. Morgan Donaldson goes after it. Panthers cycle along the boards. Talasnik with it. Sends his shot towards the net. Deflects off Samiga's stick. Connor picks up the puck. Ships it into the corner. He goes after it first. Samiga off the boards. Back to O'Connor. Connor behind the net. Centering pass by Samiga. Goalie gets a paddle on it and covers it up. 8.5 minutes to go. Long exit pass played by Gibbs. Houston now chips it forward. McKinnon tries to get a piece of it. Panthers come back the other way. Back, moves it. Longo tries to send it forward. It gets deflected into the Nepean bench. Well, face off to the left of Dom Ryu. Face off won by Panthers. Raska at the blue line. Puck deflects high. Drops down. Gibbs picks it up behind the net. Ships it along the boards. McKinnon's pass out of reach of Houston. It's a race now. Houston's going to wave off the icing. McKinnon gets it now in the corner. Sends it back along the boards towards Houston. Houston back to McKinnon. McKinnon in front. Puck's loose in front in the crease. Gets knocked out into the corner. Panthers get it out of the zone. Jones picks it up. Jones skates away with it. Comes ahead forward now. Jones gets in tight. Her shot off the blocker. Panthers now headed out of the zone. Janowski with it for the Panthers. In to the corner. Chased by Bella Donaldson. Centering pass. Hits Lazarou. Her shot gets deflected on the way towards the net. VL picks it up. Makes a move behind the net. Helped out by Donaldson now. These two Panthers go after it as well. McMullen comes away with it. She's still got it. Puck comes out of the zone, I think. No, I guess not. Panthers remain onside, I guess. Kate Bale now. Ahead hits McMullen through the middle. She's got Hollingsworth on the right. Hollingsworth with the puck now. Her shot into the body. No rebound. Connor tries to keep the puck in. Panthers get it back out. Into the corner. Johnson chases after it. Panthers get it back up the blue line. Minor shot. Turned away by O'Connor. Blocked by her skates. Steckers sends it back the other way. Now Francis goes after it. Centering pass. Backhand shot by the Panthers. Goes wide. Francis picks it up. She plays it off the boards, picked up by Nebraska. She takes a tumble as Bray comes in now. Bray in tight. Tries to backhand it towards McKinnon. McMullen picks it up now. Back towards McKinnon. McMullen along the boards. McKinnon again. Gets it to Jones. Jones can't quite get the shot off as the Panthers come back the other way. They get across center and flip it into the corner. McKinnon goes after it. Gibbs picks it up behind the net. Gibbs ahead, out of reach of, gets it to Houston. Houston cuts through the middle. Now circling, ahead to Jones. Jones just flips it forwards into the Panthers zone. They'll get it, they'll clear it out. Jones now at center, tries to get it towards Hollingsworth. Hollingsworth gets it into the corner. She's still got it. Runs off the boards. Comes up to Donaldson. Donaldson shot on net. Pad save made by the Panthers goalie. Longo picks the puck up. That's crosses center into the zone. Panthers now send it the length of the ice. That goes off the post. Panthers pick it up in the corner. Hollingsworth now. Over to Samiga. Samiga battling Minor. Panthers come away with it. Lazarou. Her shot gloved down by Ryu. Taking the face off for the Wildcats. Center brings it back to Minor. Centering pass. Knocked away by Bray. Lazarou with it now. Still with the puck. Gets a shot towards the net. Blocked by the Wildcats. Minor keeps it in. Centering pass now. Picked off by O'Connor. O'Connor skates it out. Rubbed off at the boards. Panthers come back the other way. Francis stops that shot as Morgan Donaldson now skates it out. Tries to get it ahead to Bray. Icing waved off as she gets tied up by the Panthers defender. Gardner battling along the boards with it for now. Gardner gets hauled down as Panthers come back the other way. Gibbs chips it over to McMullen. McMullen now Makes a move at center ice, loses it. Jones picks it up. Jones across the blue line. Her shot right on hits the goalie in the helmet, and she hangs on to the rebound. Houston takes the face-off, gets it back to Jones. Jones back to Houston. Houston now from the ring-out line. Shot, glove down by the Panthers goalie. The Panthers control the rebound. McKinnon gets a piece of that pass, but the Panthers maintain control. Tryfon now, the shot blocked by Jones. Niner, the blue line, sends it towards the net. It's Martone, who's holding on to Gibbs' stick. Ryu recovery on that, but 2:45 left in this third period. Longo taking the face-off for Nepean. Wildcats win it back. Shot off the backboards, covered up by Ryu. Longo wins it back. Johnson with it for the Panthers. Plays it into the corner. Bella Donaldson goes after it. Helped out by Longo. Samiga now gets it to VL. VL over to Hollingsworth. Hollingsworth back towards VL. It's in her skates. Longo goes after it along the boards. John Bertel coming back the other way with it for the Panthers now. Gets it into the zone, cuts towards the middle. Runs into some traffic. Morgan Donaldson plays it ahead to Longo now. Longo tries to get through the Panthers. Can't quite do it. Francis sends it in to the Panther zone. Wildcats going for a change. Paisley now backhands it towards the net. Quick shot. Ryu is there to make the save. O'Connor sends it off the boards and deep. No icing here as Bray goes after it. Picked up by O'Connor behind the net. O'Connor out to Francis at the blue line. Francis shot goes wide. Jones now at the boards, backhands it back in. Panthers get it out. Francis is there to pick it up. Francis plays it across the boards. Jones takes it. Drops it back to Bray. Bray sends it on net. Jones picks up the rebound in the corner. Panthers come back the other way now. Picked off by Bray. Bray's at the ring-out line, sends it towards the net. Turned away by the Panthers goalie into the corner. Wildcats go for a change. As the Panthers come back the other way. Shira in tight. Her shot goes wide. Kept in at the boards by the Panthers. Cycled around behind the net. Back behind the net again. Loose puck now. Houston goes after it. Played by Deckers. Now McMullen goes after that puck. 22 seconds to go. McMullen flips it out. Gets it to Houston. Houston's got McKinnon with her. Houston makes a move. She's in tight. Can't quite get the shot off her before she ran out of real estate. Nice save made by Panthers goalie. Another shot by Houston. It's blocked by Deckers into the corner. McMullen battling for it. 4 seconds to go here. And that'll do it for regulation. This game is going to overtime. Shot count 36-29 in favor of the Wildcats after 60 minutes. We'll have 3-on-3 for 5 minutes. puck, gets behind her net. Nope, back to Houston. Houston now, gaining some speed. Gets it out of her zone, across center. Wheels turn back though. Send it across to McKinnon. Jaylee McKinnon stops up at the boards. Tries to get it back to Houston. It's out of her reach. McKinnon will go back and get it. And give it to Viel. Viel ahead to McKinnon. Into the zone. Gets it back to Houston. Houston tries to go through two players. Loses the puck. Fights after it. Viel now. Oh, Houston down in the corner. She's slow to get up. But she does get up in her own abilities. Have to be hurt a bit though. Face off on by Nepean. Jones with it. Plays it over to Samiga. Samiga now. Cutting towards the net in tight. Oh, runs out of real estate. Good defense by the Panthers there. Samiga loses it as Panthers come back the other way now. Bouncing puck blocked by Ryu. Jones chips it ahead to McMullen. She's got a one-on-one here. McMullen can't quite make the move. Johnson backhands it out. 2-on-1 here now. Minor with Lazarou. Gibbs defending. That shot, pad save made by Ryu. Gibbs clears away the rebound. McMullen along the boards. Gets it ahead to Hollingsworth. Hollingsworth changes directions. Maintaining possession while the Wildcats make a change. Loses to Paisley. Paisley in tight. Her shot gloved down by Ryu. Both goaltenders have been excellent today. Facing 68 shots between the two of them. Only 2 goals so far. Paisley now, in tight. Loses the puck. Longo now. Keeping it on her as she gets battled by Lazarou. Paisley now. In on VL. Drops it back. Longo there, defending against Deckers. Deckers in the corner. Longo knocks it free. Longo held by Deckers, no call. Just VL. That's the puck. Taken away by Paisley. Paisley now. Beats in. Cross to Janowski. Gray picks up the loose puck now behind her net. Gray skating forward with it. Drops it back towards Jones. Jones gets stripped. And we're going to have a power play here. 2:01 to go. It'll be 4-on-3. Wildcats will try to take advantage here. Looks like a timeout called by the Wildcats here to discuss things before this 4-on-3 power play. Sending out 4 forwards here. Nepean. She wins it back. Comes out of the zone. McMullen picks it up. Wildcats get back onside. McMullen skates it into the zone. Back, sends it back to McKinnon. McKinnon down to McMullen. McMullen in tight, loses the handle. Panthers clear it out, but McKinnon picks it back up. Now Samiga with it. Over to Houston. Houston skates through the middle. Drops it off to McKinnon. McKinnon now cuts towards the net. Her shot gets blocked. Out of the zone, McMullen goes after. McMullen now head to Houston. Houston enters the zone. Back, sends it off the backboards. So McMullen, her pass. Let us sink with Samiga. Goes back all the way down to the Nepean zone. Now McKinnon skating it back with some speed. Her pass doesn't connect. And Nepean will regroup once again. Samiga with it now. Samiga behind the net on her backhand. Over to McMullen. Down to Houston. Back to McMullen. Tries to make a move. Has it knocked away. 2-on-1 here. Houston though coming back to make it 2-on-2. Her shot on the net, on the body. Dom Rio making the save. And now Central York will use their timeout with 27 seconds to go. And the penalty and 28 to go in the game. And regulation time. Taking it for the Wildcats, Van Berkel for the Panthers. VL plays it back towards Jones. Jones now, 20 seconds left, ahead to VL. VL skates it across into the zone. Stops up at the boards. Has it knocked away. 9 seconds to go now. VL over to Jones. Jones ahead to Longo. 3 seconds left. Longo tried to center it, that'll run out of time. And we're going to a shootout. Shots after 65 minutes, 36 for Nepean, 33 for the Panthers. Central York shooting first. Paisley. And then her shot misses. Not sure if Ryu got a piece of that or not. Shooting for Nepean, McMullen. Jones makes a move, backhands, bad save made by Hicks. Pack shooting for Panthers. On her forehand. Shot hits the post, trickles in. That must have bounced maybe off a Rue's skate. Panthers striking first on this shootout. Houston looking to even the score here. Bad save. Number 5 shooting for the Panthers here now. This could end it if she scores here. Lazaru. Oh, the puck stops just shy of the goal line. So, one more shooter for Nepean here. Avery Jones coming out to keep it alive for Nepean. Shot, save made. Panthers win it in a shootout. Very excited about this win. Next game for the Wildcats on Friday, where they will hit the road and take on the Ridley Tigers, 7:30 p.m. on Friday, followed by games on Saturday and Sunday. Saturday against Burlington, I think. Sunday against Brampton, I believe. The Central York Panthers play next on their way home against Kingston tomorrow afternoon. Thanks for watching. Don't be afraid to subscribe and feel free to like this video. And we'll see you next time.